Welcome back. We had a bit of a problem. Uh, there's very little that I can do about this when it happens. I basically, I lost about 2 hours of footage. And there's not much I could do. It was a bad time to end the recording. Because, you missed the whole end of that fight, which was probably the hardest fight I've had to do in the game so far. And then after that, there was a whole bunch of story that happened, and now we're here. It's honestly not that much farther than you might think, having lost 2 hours. So essentially, let me try to explain the situation. So we win that battle, right? Head Warden shows up, and he's like, oh, look at all the orcs, they're celebrating you, and we tell him to go fuck himself, and then he's like, oh, well, you friggin' blood jaws, you're just animals. You come up and you just try to break everything, and and I'm out here just trying to make my way up by becoming the prison warden, because he's an orc too, right? And so he leaves, and then we get approached by this dude right here, and this dude is he's not the leader of the resistance, but he invites us to join the resistance here in the. I guess it's the row. I think it might be called the Mire. I'm not sure. But we did that, and then he sent us on a couple missions. We quelled an uprising by like a small group of orcs because we wanted them to, join us later. Other than that, we killed the head warden. We killed the captain of the guard in a pretty cool stealth mission. We only played as sticks. It was probably one of the things I'm more sad about losing than anything else, because that was a really cool section of the game, honestly. And then other than that, basically, I think we're about ready to start the uprising. And essentially, our next goal is to try to find the wizard, the mage. He's a mage, Sarkentz. We need him because he's a mage, and he's one of the few people that can get us past the coral reefs or and the bad currents to get us to the island where the Emperor is. And hopefully that's everything, and that gets everyone up to speed with essentially what we're doing. It's not, it felt like a lot, but realistically maybe it wasn't that much. I did get the vampire fangs from doing that mission. Oh, I have level up abilities. Let me just go ahead and do that then. So we're gonna level up. Other than that, I mean, did I talk about? No, okay. I don't know if I really talked about much of interest. I've been talking about some comic books and stuff that I was reading. I don't know. We'll see if I feel like talking about that, but otherwise, let me just try to upgrade this stuff right now. That could be interesting. Could get poison though. Could do poison. I feel like I'd prefer to have more long range attacks, honestly. So we've leveled up a little bit. I probably have more things than you remember me having, I'm sure. I don't exactly remember what I had. If you're really paying attention to that, that is. Let's get this. Okay. So with all that done, these were the chapter 1. So we're on chapter 2. We did that, Miners' Revolt, infiltration, blah blah blah, uprising. So yeah, Ark made sure his insurrection would go off without a hitch. Oh, we killed the head foreman, right? And we killed the watchman's captain. Okay. Oh, I totally forgot. So, another thing was that Styx, he kind of explains that sending Arkyle into the row was part of his job, was part of the thing. So he wasn't really betraying us. It was just part of the plan from the beginning, because he needed to get into the row and create this uprising so that they could. It was the way through, through the wall, I guess. And he was. So this is Gorak over here. Garok. His family was killed by the trainer. So I think that was another opportunity to maybe deal with the trainer, but we already did it. Now this guy over here, you might remember him and in the beginning cutscene when we entered the row. He was standing with the guy who was like writing notes, and he was like, "Oh, another blood jar. We should send him into the row." And then he sent us into the row, and we started fighting. That was this guy. Arkyle noticed, seemed to recognize him. Turns out this guy is Arkyle's father. It's his dad. So they're like, you know, and he apparently had betrayed the tribe at some point and sold them out, but he explained that he did it to save the tribe because that was the only option. It was either sell them out, save the tribe, or just let the humans kill them all, I guess. And he chose to save them, so, you know, we're working things out, you know? We're working things out. He might not be as bad a guy as you might think, but there are a lot of people here. I need to figure out... Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of people here. I think that's our objective, so we can try and talk around. We'll try and talk around to people and see what we can do. See if we get any side quests or anything.
You, son of the Red Breath. I'd like to help you with your mission.
Your help will be most welcome, Shaman. There's a difficult battle ahead, and our brethren will need the reign of the Fearless.
I know, Jorosh, I know. Alas, I cannot do as you request. The reign of the Fearless requires pure water. That found in the mire is defiled.
Yeah, so basically, you want to help, but you can't. Thank you. That was fascinating. No, really.
I can, Goblin. Maybe. I know there is a spring of pure water around here. I can feel it. It is in the heart of the swamp.
Are you kidding? It's infested with goblins. And not the nice ones, either.
What is that place?
A disgusting hole. This is where the foremen catch the goblins for their fucking row.
They never go this far, to be honest. They take the risk to catch some of the vermin with their nets, but no one went as far as the source itself.
Gee, I wonder why.
Alright, let's do it.
We need that water. I'm not going to be stopped by a
We can
gang
take
of
goblins, no problem.
Shit, Ark. And what makes you think it's not another botched plan? He's a water diviner, maybe?
All shamans are water diviners.
Ah, I see. Huh. Fuck. That is convenient, though.
The reign of the Fearless is a blessing, a way to align your heartbeats with those of Mother Earth, a passage between her and those facing death in her name. With the reign of the Fearless, our brethren will be stronger.
Okay, I'll go. Just don't give me another fucking speech about your fucking fantasy world. You said a frickin' gang of crazed goblins wouldn't stop you, so I'm not gonna try.
Ardek will take you to the entrance to the swamp. He knows the place. You chose wisely, Jorosh.
Thanks, man. Let's go. So, yeah, I should mention there was another, like, there was a nice, they had a nice, like, bonding scene that happened when Kyle was confronting his father.
Ark, let's get out of here. This place gives me the shits. The goblins here, they're not like the others. They're from the depths. They're savage. They like killing.
They die the same. Don't worry about it.
Ha! All this bullshit over some fucking water.
We need that water. You don't know what we hold sacred. It's vital.
Oh, come on! As if somebody's gonna notice the difference.
The mages perceive the magic that permeates the world. For my brothers, it's the same with water. The earth's sap. You can be sure they feel the difference.
Why do I bother talking to you? You're always right. Now we're here, we might as well finish. The sooner it's done, the sooner we can leave.
He was confronting his father and then basically said something along the lines of, because his father called him a Rakash, right? Which Arkyle is like, that's what he calls him. And then Arkyle's like, his name is Styx. He proved himself to be more of an orc today than you ever were. Something like that. And it was very beautiful, and it was it was the first time that he ever called him anything other than Rakash. And it was really cool, and you had to be there, but you know, nobody was there except for me, so kind of bummed. Kind of sucks for you guys. I totally don't remember what any of these things do. So I'm gonna do this. Provocation. Provocation. Elation. Reincarnation. Elaboration. Identification. Alright, we don't need to be in defensive stance any longer. Yeah, so what essentially happened, I honestly don't know. I couldn't tell you what actually happened. It was really stupid. So when I go to record on like a console, I use an Elgato capture box, right? So what usually happens is like I'll record it, and I usually use the game capture HD, and then I record my mic separately, which is kind of the same thing I do here, but I record in OBS when I record on PC because it gives me the most. I mean, I don't know if I can even use Game Capture HD to record. PC. I don't know if it has that capability. So I only use Game Capture for you know, Elgato. Kill him. But okay, so what happens there is like it'll record, and then there's this time like after I end the recording that it does this like processing thing, right? So it says it's processing the video, and then I can like cancel that, and I'll have like a raw recording that I have to process it in order to get an MP4. I don't understand what exactly it's doing there. Like, I've never understood. I've never got it. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it. I just let it happen, and I get an MP4 at the end of it. I try not to mess with it. So, with this, on the PC, I used to do this thing where I would record using, like, NVIDIA's, like, built-in... Did you even provoke? I'd like to back off here because I'm actually genuinely scared here that I might die. Use that. Sorry. Use this. Come on. We'll just let this play out. I think it'll be fine. Maybe it won't be. Maybe it won't be. Not unless I go kill this guy. Oh, that's it. Oh, he's raging. Well, you know, if you can kill the goblins, that's all that really matters. Take him out, man. Just don't die. Just kill the goblins. There we go. We won. love this game. Okay.